Assalamu alaikum. Today's statement is titled, Coronavirus is of the lesser torment, short of the greater torment that perhaps they may repent. The statement was written by the awaited Imam Mahdi Nasser Mohammed Al-Yamani on the 5th of March 2020. This statement is recited to you by one of his supporters. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, Allah's prayers that forgiveness be upon His prophets and His loyal servants in every time and place, and there will be no fear concerning them, nor will they grieve. Indeed, so often we give advice to decision makers, especially the leaders of Muslims, and general advice to non-Muslim leaders, but they do not like advisors. Anyway, the deniers disbelieved in the word of Allah, whether they are atheists, those who associate partners with Allah, or Muslims, accept him upon whom my Lord has mercy and earned good in his faith. Indeed, I leave you to Allah, the One, the Almighty, who chooses me as His Caliph over the world to manifest me over you by His power and strength. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فذرني ومن يكذب بهذا الحديث سنستدرجهم من حيث لا يعلمون وأملي لهم إن كيدي متين صدق الله العظيم. So leave me to deal with them who denies this discourse. We will progressively lead them from where they do not know. For behold, though I may give them rain for a while, indeed my plan is firm. Chapter 68, verses 44 to 45. In here, Allah is challenging you with one of His smallest soldiers that cannot be seen by the naked eye. He shook the major and minor countries of the world, a severe shaking despite it being a mere virus for humans that you do not have encompassing knowledge about, whereby Allah has invaded you with it. By which Allah is challenging the entirety of medical scientists. Indeed, they will never find a vaccine for it, as they claim, so whatever they announce, do not be deceived. I swear by Allah, they are liars, even if they backed each other up with help and support, despite the virus being just a tiny living creature of the unseen soldiers of Allah, they will never be able to do that by the permission of Allah, just so that you may know that you will not encompass anything of His knowledge, except for what He wills. Praise be to Him. But you people are deviators, and you will see the plotting of the soldiers of Allah, the coronavirus that suffocates that which you had not taken into account. And Allah will progressively lead people with its secretive and smart way of infecting to reach whom Allah wills among their masters and eminent ones, from where they do not know. And I see the World Health Organization do not consider it as a pandemic yet, as they claim they will control it. Indeed, they are liars, as how can they control the torment of Allah? But I, the Imam Mahdi Nasser Muhammad Al-Yamani, Caliph of Allah over the world, give you a ruling with truth that it is not only a pandemic, but a global torment. Since it is the kind of a lesser torment short of the greater torment, so that you may repent, definitely the death rate is slow at first, but the cases now are in millions. And so many people do not know yet that they are infected. And this is a plot of God so that they inflict other people who think themselves to be secure from the torment of Allah that suffocates their respiratory system. Their chests will be tied and constricted as though they were ascending upwards into the sky until they suffocate because of the conjunction of the respiratory system and its duct. So how would Allah not afflict the arrogant ones who are the most worthy of it? Those who turn away from the remembrance of their Lord, so that they may repent. And God destroys whoever He wants among them to be an admonition for the world in order to return to their Lord by humble supplication and prayers, to remove His torment, promising Him to follow His book, the Holy Quran, asking Him for strength as He intervenes between a man and his heart. as they hope Allah to strengthen their hearts to keep their promise to God in order to keep them away from the torment, so that Allah removes the torment from them so that they follow His book, the Holy Quran, and to be rightly guided. I want to conclude my clarification with the call from Allah in the Holy Quran during the admonition of His torment about the illness within the chest, as it is an admonition of torment for those who fear God. In line with the verse, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, يا أيها الناس قد جاءتكم موعظة من ربكم وشفاء لما في الصدور وهدى ورحمة للمؤمنين. صدق الله العظيم. O mankind, there has come to you admonition from your Lord and a cure for what is in the chests and guidance and mercy for the believers. Chapter 10, verse 57. And I know it is a torment, suffering, and a great horror for many peoples, that they may repent and worship Allah alone, no partners with Him, and repent from the great sins, injustice, and immorality, the apparent and concealed of it, privately and publicly. Also to perform ablution perfectly, to worship Allah alone, no partners with Him, and do not invoke anyone but Allah. Know you that it is the global torment with hidden plotting from Allah, the One, the Almighty, and not just a pandemic as you are claiming. You'll definitely know that. So flee from Allah to Him, I'm just a clear warner, and do not close mosques, the houses of Allah, in the face of those who take refuge in Him, wanting to establish prayers to their Lord alone, no partners with Him. Indeed, mosques are for Allah, so do not invoke anyone with them. Indeed, whoever enters Allah's houses to worship Him will be secure from the suffocating virus, even if there are infected people taking refuge in Him with them. The righteous person praying will not be infected, as they are believers and rely upon their Lord. So rely on Him if you are believers. Know you that the coronavirus is a new torment of great might that causes those whom Allah wants to be out of breath little by little, and those who are cured should know it is not because of medication but because of their invocation to God, the Most Merciful. Thus, scientists will never find a cure for the torment of Allah, as it is not a trial from Allah to test what is in your hearts. Nay, it is a torment that attacks those who Allah wills to be infected amongst those who turn away among you, that they may return. Among you are those who will die of the suffocating torment called coronavirus. And it is but of the lesser torment short of the greater torment that perhaps they may repent and supplicate humbly to their Lord in order for Him to remove the severe torment from them, in order to follow the book of truth from their Lord, the Holy Quran. The torment shall not be removed from those who prostrate to what is called Al-Hussein dust in Shia, as Allah has not sent down any authority of that in the Holy Quran, nor in the true teachings of the Prophet that came from their Lord. In fact, they innovated it themselves. And it shall also not be removed from those who invoke those in the graves to remove the torment, as the latter do not hear the supplication, and even if they were to hear, they would not answer them. And on the day of resurrection will reject them for their associating them with God, and will be against them. Indeed, I warned and advised you not to invoke anyone with Allah, but Allah's. Most of them believe not in Allah except while they associate others with Him. Furthermore, I warn the wrongdoers in general, the eminent ones, and those who follow them whether in Muslim or non-Muslim countries, of the lesser torment of Allah, and of other signs of torment until the greater torment overshadows the oppressing people within the land who wronged their peoples without any right, and increase the corruption. Indeed, your Lord is ever watchful. In addition, I warn them from the torment of the planetoid of torment that will cause quakes behind the western Atlantic in the United States of America. Thus it will stir up clouds of dust from their land, causing the atmosphere to be full of dust. A striking wave will spread widely in the whole world. And you will know that we are truthful by the permission of Allah, Lord of the words. After that, there will come the planet Saqar in case the torment planetoid was not enough of a reminder for you. So fear Allah, O you of understanding. The promised great corruption has come to the blessed mosque Al-Aqsa, the first of the two Qiblas. Indeed, the sacredness of Al-Aqsa Mosque for Allah is the same as the sacredness of the sacred mosque, O you who undersold the glorified house of Allah. Certainly, you will never find any protector nor defender from Allah or from His torment, and you will lose this life and the hereafter. And it is the greatest loss. I am but a clear advisor. Death has come to you while you are turning away in heedlessness. O Allah, I have delivered, so be my witness. Peace be upon the messengers. Praise to Allah, Lord of the world, Caliph and servant of Allah, Imam Mahdi Nasser Mohammed Al-Yamani. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.